Those guys were every bit as advertised. This hurts. We just didn't finish things. We're going to come back next week, and we're going to be fighting just like we always do.
The Broncos are back in Boise, and they've got just 5 days to forget their trip to Seattle. Boise State suffered its worst loss in Chris Peterson's tenure as head coach and scored its fewest points since 1997. But there's a reasonable explanation. The Huskies returned 18 starters, and that experience showed. The time of possession between the two teams was nearly identical, but Washington outgained BSU by nearly 250 yards. The Broncos have half as many returners. In his press conference today, Coach Peterson said it was unfair to expect there to be no drop-off in the Broncos' play as those underclassmen get adjusted. Peterson added his team was in the best place to recognize just how good Washington could be this year, and he knew Saturday's result was a possibility if the breaks didn't go Boise State's way.
You open up every year like we open up, you're going to get your nose bloody. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I mean, I know that. Nobody else seems to. It's a game of details. I mean, sometimes it can look so bad, and really you're talking about details, and sometimes it can look so good and so easy, but it's because the details are taken care of.
Peterson and his team poured over the film today. Pete described it as invaluable. Linebacker Blake Renaud was not as careful with his wording.
Watching the film, you get a little pissed off, leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it's definitely a wake-up call, realizing, what it takes to be a winning Division I team in college football. We got to be better.
Renaud said the most frustrating thing about reviewing the tape was realizing the bulk of the mistakes were mental. Missed tackles, incorrect alignments, etc. The Broncos defense showed its inexperience Saturday, and Renaud had a message for the young guys who may be hanging their heads over how things went.
Grow up. It's college football now. Anyone can be beat, and, teams can have great seasons with 2 losses, 1 loss, so just get ready for the next week.